You're watching Crime Scenes File. On this channel, we explore real American crime cases by focusing on the evidence, the investigation, and the unanswered questions. Each video takes you step by step through the facts. This is Crime Scenes File. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann. On the night of May 3, 2007, a quiet holiday resort in Praia da Luz, Portugal, became the center of one of the most famous unsolved crime cases in modern history. A 3-year-old British girl named Madeleine McCann vanished from her bed while her parents were having dinner just meters away. What followed was an investigation filled with unanswered questions, global media attention, controversy, and theories that continue to this day. This is the real story of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Kate and Gerry McCann were both doctors from Leicester, England. In late April 2007, they traveled with their 3 children, Madeleine and 2-year-old twins, Sean and Amelie, to the Ocean Club Resort in Praia da Luz. The resort was popular with families. It was considered safe, quiet, and family-friendly. The McCanns were vacationing with a group of friends, many of whom also had young children. Each evening, the group followed a similar routine: put the children to bed and then meet for dinner at the resort's tapas restaurant. The restaurant was about 55 meters from the McCanns' ground floor apartment, apartment 5A. On the night Madeleine disappeared, nothing seemed unusual. The night of May 3 at around 8:30 p.m., Kate and Gerry put the children to bed. Madeleine slept in a room with her twin siblings. The parents left the apartment and joined their friends for dinner. Throughout the evening, members of the group took turns checking on their children. At approximately 9:05 p.m., Gerry McCann checked on the children. He later reported that all 3 were asleep and everything seemed normal. At 10 p.m., Kate McCann went to check on them. When she entered the bedroom, she noticed something immediately wrong. Madeleine was gone. Her bed was empty. The window was open. The shutter was raised. Kate ran back to the restaurant, screaming, "They've taken her! They've taken her!" Panic spread instantly. Resort staff and guests began searching the area within minutes. Local police were called, but valuable time was lost. Border alerts were not issued immediately. Roads were not sealed right away. As the night passed, there was no sign of Madeleine. By morning, the story had already begun spreading across Portugal, and then across the world. Portuguese police, known as the Polícia Judiciária, took control of the case. Their early theory was abduction. Witnesses came forward, including a man who reported seeing someone carrying a child near the apartment that night. However, descriptions varied, and no clear suspect was identified. The apartment was examined for forensic evidence. Very little was found. As days passed, frustration grew. Media pressure intensified, and the case became one of the most heavily reported missing person investigations in history. Madeleine's face appeared on television screens around the world. Kate and Gerry launched a massive international campaign. Posters were distributed across Europe. Celebrities and politicians spoke publicly about the case. The British government became involved. Donations poured into the Madeleine McCann Fund, raising millions to support the search. But with the attention came criticism. People began questioning the parents' decision to leave the children alone that night. Public opinion became divided. In September 2007, just 4 months after Madeleine disappeared, Portuguese police made a stunning move. Kate and Gerry McCann were declared arguidos, formal suspects under Portuguese law. Police suggested Madeleine may have died accidentally and that her parents covered it up. This theory was met with widespread controversy. No direct evidence supported the claim. The McCanns strongly denied any involvement. In 2008, the Portuguese Attorney General officially dropped the case, stating there was insufficient evidence to charge anyone. The McCanns were cleared of suspicion. For several years, the case went cold. Private investigators were hired. New tips came in, but none led to answers. The McCanns continued searching, refusing to give up hope. Madeleine would be 10 years old. Then 15. Then 18. Still no confirmed trace of her. In 2011, British police launched Operation Grange, a new review of the case. Detectives re-examined old evidence and re-interviewed witnesses. They identified several people of interest, including convicted offenders who had lived or worked in the area in 2007. For the first time in years, hope returned. In 2020, German authorities announced a major development. They identified a man named Christian Bruckner, a German national with a history of crimes, who had lived in the Praia da Luz area at the time of Madeleine's disappearance. Phone records placed him near the resort on the night Madeleine vanished. German prosecutors stated they believed Madeleine was dead, though they did not publicly explain how they reached that conclusion. Bruckner denied involvement. As of today, no charges related to Madeleine's disappearance have been brought against him. More than 17 years later, Madeleine McCann has never been found. No one has been convicted. The case remains officially unsolved. Investigations continue intermittently as new information arises. For Kate and Jerry McCann, the search has never ended. They continue to say one thing: we will never stop looking. Closing thoughts. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann is not just a mystery, it is a reminder of how quickly ordinary moments can turn into lifelong questions. It is a case filled with missed opportunities, conflicting theories, and unanswered doubts. And until the truth is finally known, the question remains: what really happened to Madeleine McCann on the night of May 3, 2007? This concludes today's case file. Thank you for watching Crime Scenes File. If you want to see more real crime cases from across the United States, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next file.